Closed captioning is brought to you by ERA First Advantage Realty.
Hi, I'm Janice Miller of ERA First Advantage Realty. My husband Mark and I are amazed at how many people buy their home based on the kitchen.
Sounds like me.
And if you are foodies like us, the kitchen is the most important place.
We're just about ready, my dear.
No matter what's important to you when buying or selling your home, it's important to ERA First Advantage Realty.
You had me at kitchen.
ERA First Advantage Realty.
For a world of antiques and collectibles that you have to see to believe, visit Finders Keepers Vendor Outlet Malls. With locations in both Princeton, Indiana and Madisonville, Kentucky, there's something for everyone. Browse from collectibles, antiques, toys, clothing, tools, furniture, primitives, and more. You'll be impressed with the unmatched variety and selection. Stop by and indulge yourself. Finders Keepers Vendor Outlet Malls, now with 2 locations. 1609 West Broadway Street in Princeton, Indiana and 1092 Thornberry Drive in Madisonville, Kentucky.
Since 1953, F.T. Kelly & Sons in Evansville has kept the tri-state swimming with custom in-ground pools. If you can dream it, F.T. Kelly can build it. Get a free estimate on how F.T. Kelly can change your life with the pool of your dreams, along with pool supplies, full-service openings, closings, repairs, and replacements. Your family will love F.T. Kelly & Sons grills, spas, and accessories too. For 3 generations, F.T. Kelly & Sons Evansville, East and West.
They're moms, dads. They're part of your community. They live on your street. They employ your neighbors. They're America's 12,000 Allstate agents. They live near you, they know what you need, and they're there to help protect you, to put you in good hands. There's an Allstate agent right here in your community.
Call Dan Jost, 421-1925.
ProMark is a leading custom screen printing and embroidery company specializing in all types of custom products to get your business noticed. We offer a full-service art department, in-house screen printing, embroidery, and even roll label production. And because we are locally owned, our clients benefit from quicker turnaround time and direct contact with the most knowledgeable customer service available in the industry. Call ProMark and let us assist you in finding a product that will help you promote your company. ProMark. We sell attention.
Ellington Fine Cabinetry is the standard for quality craftsmanship. At Ellington Fine Cabinets, they take pride in taking care of their customers with a welcoming spirit and attention to detail. Customers are treated like family at Ellington. With 40 years of experience, you'll get the best in quality craftsmanship. All the wood cabinets are made right here in the Tri-State and are custom made to fit your space and your style. Visit the Ellington showroom at 101 North Governor and let your dreams begin with Ellington Fine Cabinetry.
Frost Insulators, Local 37, yeah. They insulate the USA and the trained to know just how. Industrial insulation, insulators got it down. I use the ones who know the job. They keep it green and never stop. Best at what they do in this town. They're the insulators.
Welcome back to Tasting the Tri-State, brought to you by Expressway Dodge with the Red Wagon's very accomplished chef, Brent Tharp. Lasagna time. Okay, this is Red Wagon lasagna.
Ours is a little different. It's one that we've came up with here. A lot of people, what they do is they cook their noodles. Well, that's usually
I always have.
That's the first mistake. A lot of people actually do. I can see them cooking it if they're making the lasagna that day, but we make ours the day before.
Oh, okay.
So that whenever you actually put your noodles in there, you never have to cook them because it'll actually suck in the sauce overnight, and then the next day it'll taste like the sauce as opposed to having that water content flavor.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Let's put some together. Now, when you're making your lasagna, the bottom layer should be your sauce only. It shouldn't have the meat in it.
Okay.
Because a lot of times when your meat sticks to the bottom, it'll burn.
Two different kinds of sauces. So
yeah,
meatless?
You do meatless, and then whatever sauce you're actually going to make your lasagna with, use it on the bottom of your pan.
And that pan is perfect size. The lasagna pan I have at home. I have to sometimes break off a noodle
to get it to land in there, right? Yeah, yeah. That's pretty traditional for us too. All right.
And the meat sauce.
The meat sauce has the ground beef cooked into it. I put onions in it, and then we dump the sauce in it that we're actually going to use for our base. Then that's when we start adding our other flavors to it.
Oh, it smells so good. Wow.
Now the first layer, after the noodles, I put the sauce. Now, a lot of people like to put like a ricotta or a cottage cheese or something into the lasagna. I'm actually going to use a little bit of cottage cheese on here. It's easy to access. Ricotta might be a little harder to get, so I'm going to use something that you guys can use at home. Used to put the cottage cheese in there. Yeah, when you put the cottage cheese in there, all it does is adds a little more moisture to it. It don't overtake the flavor.
Look at all that sauce. No wonder they cook
a lot of sauce. Yeah, they swell into it. Cooks up good.
And it doesn't make it mushy, where sometimes you'll have them.
Now, when you put your cottage cheese in there, make sure you swirl it around a lot, so that you don't want a whole bunch in one spot. All right. And then we'll go ahead and do another layer, and we'll smother it again. The final layer, you got to make sure you really cover it, because if any of the noodles stick up above it, they'll get hard when you bake them. Okay. There it is.
Oh, that's great.
Now you let that set overnight, and it'll swell into those noodles. They'll be so soft when you actually cut into. You'll see here in just a few minutes after we bake the other one, and they're good to go. I bake mine with the saran wrap on it.
And then tin foil on top?
On top of it. And what that does is that forces the moisture to stay on the inside.
It's been in there for an hour and a half?
About hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, we usually tip ours, and we like to hit at least 155, 160 on the temperature.
Look at that.
And you see how the foil and the saran wrap work together? They actually form a seal so that your food stays moist, basically. If you cook with just foil, you ever see whenever the little specks of foil get stuck to your food? Yeah. This will keep that from happening. And then we take a mozzarella cheese and we smother it with a lot of mozzarella. This is a 5-pound bag, so I've got approximately 5 pounds on here. I had a little bit more than another bag for one lasagna.
5 pounds. Yep. That's incredible.
It's probably like 4, 4.5, but it's not far from 5.
Will it seep into the lasagna?
Yeah, sure does. And you can make this lasagna. Let's say if you make too much, you can portion it after you're done eating. You can wrap them, freeze them, pull them back out, microwave them later. They hold really well. Okay.
They always say it's better the second day.
Yeah, that's right. It is. I'll get a little bit of green parsley put over top, and then we'll bake it off.
Great.
The parsley really doesn't give it flavor, but it sure does give it a nice color when you bake it. Coming right through the center.
The parade of lasagna coming through.
We'll put the lasagna right in here with that fresh baked bread that we put in a little bit earlier. And if you don't see how it cuts pretty easy.
Cuts a lot easier than mine.
Yeah, it should come out.
I'm fighting mine.
It's a little bit firmer this way. I like to let it set after I cook it for about 2 hours. And then it gets nice and firm, and you can cut it in squares and bring it out in portions. But this is right out of the oven, so let's just give it a shot and see what it tastes like.
Oh, look at that cheese.
A lot of cheese.
5 pounds of cheese.
Okay, let's put a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top.
Why not? More cheese. That looks like a picture.
And then eat up. We're good.
Like you said, the noodles are not.
They cut good.
So moist and tender. I'm going to try the noodles first, then get into the cheese.
I'm not going to burn my mouth.
Perfectly seasoned. That meat sauce is delicious.
Good flavor all the way through.
And the noodles just...
They don't taste like water. They got flavor of the sauce. So
that's great. And the cheese. The cheese. Like a fondue.
Yeah.
On top of your lasagna. Now that's some awesome lasagna. Everything at Red Wagon is so delicious. Stay tuned. We haven't forgot about your sweet tooth. Just Desserts is next on Tasting the Tri-State.
Hi, I'm Charlie McMahon with McMahon Exterminating. McMahon Exterminating has been solving your pest problems since 1972. Most likely you've seen our McMahon trucks all over Evansville and vicinity. At McMahon Exterminating, we can help you with those pesky ant problems, those odorous house ants that seem to be around the kitchen sink. Call McMahon Exterminating today at 812-475-1100 or visit us on the web at McMahonExterminating.com. Remember, who can help with all your pest control needs?
McMahon can!
Oh, I was struggling just to keep up with my kids. Now I can run and play with them.
I'm off my cholesterol and blood pressure medications, making my annual checkup a whole lot less nerve-wracking.
My attitude and outlook is so much more positive. A good workout is like therapy for me.
I want to be there for my family and my children. I think they'd like me sticking around a little longer.
It's not about what you lose. It's about what you gain at Bob's Gym.
Not sure if you can trust your cooling system to handle the extreme this season? Then it's high time to outfit your home with a brand that generations have recognized for extreme rugged reliability. Your Indoor Outfitter has a selection of Coleman home comfort products that keeps you cool on those hot and muggy days ahead and saves energy with environmentally friendly performance.
Go to ColemanAC.com for a dealer near you. That's ColemanAC.com, your indoor outfitter.
Summer is here, and so is the best deal of the year on new 2014 Avengers during the Dodge 100-year event. Starting now, new 2014 Dodge Avenger, just $14,990. Tilt, cruise, power windows and locks, keyless entry, and a spoiler. Over 100 new Avengers on the ground. Huge selection of Avengers and the lowest price of the year, just $14,990 and up to 31 miles per gallon. Guaranteed lowest prices only at Expressway Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Evansville.
Just desserts.
Butter.
To make ice cream.
Ice cream?
Without the ice cream maker.
Really?
It's butter pecan ice cream with no ice cream maker. Just melt some butter.
How is that possible?
It's magic.
Yeah.
You just need a few ingredients. Of course, you need heavy whipping cream. But first, what you do is you take some sweetened condensed milk. That makes everything better. Some pecans that you've toasted. And then the melted butter and a little bit of vanilla. And then you mix that together and set it aside. Next, you whip the heavy cream.
You whip up on some cream.
And then fold it into the sweetened condensed pecan
that looks
mixture.
Good. You could almost eat that right there.
Oh, sure. That's the base.
Ooh.
You just put it into a tub, a container, and pop it in the freezer for maybe, a couple of hours.
Oh, wow.
Couple of hours, and it turns out perfect. It is the best ice cream.
And then look, Will gets to eat the ice cream.
He gets to taste everything.
Oh, man.
And if you have a great dessert recipe, please send it to me. And go to tastingthetristate.com, and we'll send you a grocery list from ProMark.
I love that grocery list. It saved me a lot of times.
This ice cream will make you dance and
Ice
dance.
cream dance.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Best ice cream in the world.